Hey, what is going on? It is Tuesday, July 5th, 2022, and welcome to Shafty Algo Guy. Yes, I am here with another video, another coding video, and yeah, let's get started. So before we get started, just remember to like, subscribe, and comment. It helps me help you, and it helps me help me, obviously, because it helps me expand my channel and makes me feel my channel is worth it. And there's tons of coding channels and lead coding channels out there, but I really just love doing lead coding in the morning and in general. But yeah, it's a good wake up exercise to get my coding chops going. It doesn't actually matter what language I'm working in, personally. Like, to me, the logic of coding always needs to be sharp, and I like to explain what's going on for you and myself, and it just makes me a better programmer to be able to periodically do these. And just a note on that, I know a lot of people don't take Leetcode super serious, in terms of oh, it doesn't equate to what you do in your job, etc. But honestly, there's a lot that does, personally, for me, and in general. The logic of coding is imperative to really understand. The computer science element is imperative to understand, and that's the end of my diatribe. So let's get on to the actual code. So today we're doing a problem, Excel sheet, column number 171. It's an easy problem. It's an early problem, and I'm going to like this problem. And the problem states, given a string column title that represents the column title as appears in an Excel sheet, return its corresponding column number in italicized. So for example, we have a equals 1. So this is a first thing we have to note that this is a one indexed system, right? A could equal 0, and that could be a 0 index system. So we have A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, Z goes to 26, AA equals 27, AB equals 28, and if you've seen Excel, you should have a intuitive kind of understanding of the pattern, but just to be sure that it goes along with the problem statement. Column AB equals 28. Why? Because we have A is equal to 26, and that'll give us that base for that first letter, and then B would equal plus 2, so whatever we got from the previous letter, and we would add 2. In the case of Z, Y, okay, this one is a little more tricky, but think about it, right? If we just had Z, we'd go all the way up to 26, right? If we had Z and Y, what are we doing here? We go all the way up to 26, right? And then what do we do here? We go we have this coefficient of 26, right? And then we have this letter that goes all the way up to 25. Okay, so this is going to be how we work through this problem. Okay, we have to think about what are we doing here. Okay, the best way to look at this, right? And it's not just a simple multiply 26 times 25, because if you do 26 times 25, you get 650 or something like that, and that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for 701. So how do we get to 701? And also look at the constraints, right? Only uppercase letters, column title 7, the column title length is at max 7, and this is the largest number, which I guarantee corresponds to the maximum integer. Okay, so before we solve this problem, let's look at another number. Let's say 123, right? So let's try 123. So what is this? How do you calculate 123? Well, you can break this down into 1 times 100 plus 2 times 20 plus 3 times, not 20, 10, times 1, okay? And this is just the mechanics of a base 10 number, right? So you have 1 times 10 to the 2 plus 2 times 10 to the first plus 3 times 10 to the 0, which is equal to 1, and that's your 123, right? Similarly, you can think of this number as a base 26 number. Okay. And if you haven't worked with other base numbers, I suggest getting some practice with those. But okay, what does this mean here? Well, first of all, why is this 1? Because it goes from 1 to 10, right? So what is going on here? Well, let's use the formula. Z equals, as we said base 26, right? Plus Z time plus y is 25 times, let's first do this, y times 26 to the 0 equals, and what does this equal? Well, z is equal to, we said 26, right? So 26 times 26 is, what's that number? 676, right? And then, what do we have here? Y plus 26 to the 0 power is 25. So plus 25, right, equals 701. Okay, one more time. Let's do that with a number YCD. Okay, so you have, and I'm just going to write it out, you have 25 is Y times 26 to the 2nd power plus 3 times 26, right, and plus 4, and that's your answer, whatever that is. Okay, so just think about it like this, right? You're just treat it as a base, and then if you have another A here, then you would start the base at 3 minus 1, or say you'd start it at 4 minus 1, which is 3. Okay, so it's a polynomial equation. So let's try to code this up. So first we have a total number that we want to return, right? This is our result. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to loop through these strings, and then I have to apply the formula to the total value. So if I say I equals 0, so while I is less than column title dot length, I'm looping through these strings. Okay. Now remember, we're doing a sum. If you followed what the example was, we're summing numbers, and the sum is a straightforward power of base 26, right? So we just have to take column title dot character at, and now this is the slightly tricky part. If you're familiar with working with hexadecimal numbers, then or even digit conversions, character to digit conversions, then you'll understand what's going on here. But column title dot length and minus I plus 1. Now that's looks a little scary, but trust me, it's not that bad. Total. Okay, what am I doing here? Okay, this number, remember I said, what is A minus A? Okay, A minus A is 0. Okay, so that's how you just convert. What is B minus A? B minus A is 1. It should be 1, right? Now what if we just add 1 to this? What is A minus A? Right, A minus A equals 1. What about B minus A? B minus A equals 2. And see, we easily have this conversion right here. This is 1 indexed, so we just shift by 1. So that's what this does to this character. Math.power26 to the power column length minus I plus 1. Remember, we're reverse iterating, so as I goes up, this whole thing goes down. Okay, and then we do plus 1 because we're shifting the index by 1. Okay, because we have 26 to the 2nd power is 3 digits, 26 to the 3rd power represents 4 digits, and so that's what this plus 1 is. We do minus I equals 0 plus 1, and that's how we get that index. So let's try running this. Oops, get rid of this example. And what did I do wrong here? I did something screwy. Let's see. Math.power 26, column title. Let's see. It should be -1. Oh, okay. Yep, that worked. And there you go. Okay, so yeah, that's the answer. So if you like this video and you like my explanations, like, subscribe, etc. And yeah, I will see you around. Thanks for watching.